Crypto Hotep here with another crypto trading video. This video, we're going to be looking just at the market in general. A lot has happened since we last spoke, especially with the election that is already passed. As always, these videos are sponsored by the one and only Coinbase. If you're unfamiliar with Coinbase, feel free to use that link, sign up. Even if you have an account, please use the link and sign up as well. But Crypto Hotep already have a Coinbase account. Yep, I know that. But if you want to support the channel, you want to support my works, utilize that link in the description to link your account to that Coinbase link, and I will get a fraction of those fees that are maybe charged by you or charged to you by Coinbase for trading, and I will get a percentage of those fees as well. So literally, you don't have to open your wallet up to me. You can just use the link. With that being said, guys, we'll jump right in because I don't want to make a long video. But to start off with the GOAT of all GOATs, Bitcoin. Bitcoin has had a tremendous upside move since the election, as you can see. It's a big green candle here. Very godlike candle kind of stature here. So, we broke considerably out our downtrend here. And now we're still moving up, still inching upwards here. So currently we're at about 89. It looks like 89.6. 89.6. Right now our all-time high looks like it's 93. Looks like it's about 93.6 is our all-time high right now. I did draw a fib level as well from top to bottom, and I had 95.2 as a fib level where I think price would be attracted to. A couple things here. So we are getting into overbought status for price. Does that mean it's going to drop considerably right now? No, it doesn't, because if you scroll to the left or just move your eyes to the left here, you'll see that the last time we were at overbought levels was around October 2023. That lasted without a dip. That lasted till January 2024. So lasted several months here, and then we got a dip, but guess what happened? Price just moved up and we were still in overbought levels. So that doesn't necessarily mean that price is going to reject it and have price come down. It's just something to keep in mind. Okay. Because what price likes to do, especially Bitcoin, is it will be overbought, then it will bounce off of either the top channel line here or the 50, and then it will go up for a dead cat bounce here, and then it'll come back down to where price can go below the 50. So it does that regularly. You can see like here, these were a couple bounces, again, bounce off of the top channel, and then it finally came under. Here we go again, bounce, and then came down under, and now you're in oversold status. So just something to keep in mind. Ethereum, again, Ethereum has woken up finally. Unlike Bitcoin, Ethereum has a lot of moves or a long ways to go here. We are nowhere near overbought status here, but Ethereum is showing some life. We did see a nice green candle here. It is interacting with major resistance at the $3,000 mark. So something to keep in mind. We still have yet to tag those July 2024 highs though. So I think this is the turning point where Ethereum is slowly but surely coming back into the fold here. I think I mentioned on my last call that everybody, all of crypto Twitter was really poo-pooing Ethereum, not liking Ethereum at all, telling everybody to sell their Ethereum, rotate into Solana, all of that. That usually makes me want to buy more Ethereum. Not gonna lie, makes me want to buy more Ethereum when everybody is saying that it's just garbage and trash. So again, I think Ethereum's finally woken up, and we all know what happens when it wakes up. It has monstrous moves to the upside, and just melts people's faces. So can't wait for that. The altcoin market as a whole, the altcoin market looks very well. So again, breaking out of the downtrend, very common narrative. Okay, big green candle right here, and now we're met by resistance, as you can see right here. So we've had resistance here, 1, 2, now the third time right here. Okay. If we look at the stock market, in particular the S&P 500, sometimes crypto and stocks correlate, sometimes they don't. I still like to get a look to see what other assets and how other assets are performing. The stock market, again, because of the election, has been boosted. The markets in general, like that Trump was elected president, and they made it known. So S&P did not shy away from it. My call for S&P right now is around 6,100. I think we should make to 6,100 before we see a major correction here. Very similar kind of environment that price is in for S&P 500, just like Bitcoin. So again, the overbought status, I should say, we're getting close to that area again. But again, as I mentioned before, we have overbought status that could last for like 2-3 months. But again, we have the dip, retest in a key level, only for a bounce up, and then again come back to retest in the 50, and now we're going into overbought status again. Okay. Another thing that you should also look at and incorporate is USDT dominance. So USDT dominance, by the name, you may be familiar with Bitcoin dominance. This is very similar to that, but it tracks USDT. So why is this valuable? Well, let me share something with you. Most of the alts that you are looking at, most of the charts of the alts have a yearly high of around March 2024, meaning that after March 2024 hit, March 11th or so, price started coming down on mostly alts. And so what happened? USDT actually moved up. So USDT's dominance actually got greater as the alts price dwindled. And why is that? Just a simple rotation. People took profits around March, and that caused the altcoin market to come down, and traders were then rotating their alts into USDT, waiting for a move. So here we have January 2024 high of USDT dominance. As we can see, we had it wick through here, and then it looks like it touched, and I believe it did, it touched literally that line of support, and then you can see it cascading down here. What's even more interesting, if you switch the charts and go to the daily, guess what's on the daily? You guessed it, a death cross. And death cross is a cross under the 50 and the 200, or a golden cross is the opposite, where it goes up. The death cross means that the price would go down once you have the 50 and the 200 both cross to the downside. And as you can see, it doesn't disappoint. That's one of the best determinations here of a downtrend, is that death cross, because as soon as that death cross hit, boom, USDT dominance fell like a stone. So as it's trying to kind of recover here, it's also in oversold status on the daily RSI, but it has yet to get into oversold status on the weekly. So I think we'll see a little bit more downside, or at least I hope so, where we'll see maybe USDT dominance bottoming out somewhere in this area, in this 4%, high 3% area. That would be great, because that would, in the meantime or in the interim, get our alts pumping a little bit. In terms of BTC dominance, again, we're kind of still where we were before. BTC dominance still at about 60, looks like 60.7. As you can see, we have high wicks right here in this area. Usually that means that price is rejecting this area, trying to come down. So I think this is still valid. My path downward is still valid, so we'll see. The long wicks give me hope for that. Okay. It's just been a very odd cycle because the dollar is not correlating at all to crypto right now. Usually we want to have the dollar go down, but the dollar is actually pumping, and the dollar is pumping above a key resistance level as well as the yearly high on 2024. So there's bullish on the dollar, which we normally don't want to see, but Bitcoin's at 90,000. So very interesting. And then let's cover some of the trades that we are in currently. So we are holding DOGE, and DOGE is doing exceptionally well. Now, we did take profits along the way here. We did buy a lot of DOGE around the 11 cents mark. Okay, so around the 11 cents mark, we did buy a lot of DOGE, and we did sell at 25%, around 50%, 115%, and we're holding 25% of our position currently. Now with DOGE, we can see that DOGE currently is at 39 cents. And honestly, I'm just holding the 25% to see how far more we can get it. I did kind of circle out here again, RSI in overbought status. What I'm looking for is something like this move where price can come back and use that as a trampoline to bounce. Now, it would make sense that price would do this here, because with the RSI, again, if you scroll to the right, you'll see that RSI came up, oversold, only to come down here in that little kind of doji indecisive candle, and then give one last bounce up. So that's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping here. We get a bounce, and then somewhere around here, maybe around 50, near 50 cents or so, and then I would get out of the trade with Doge. So that's what I'm thinking, maybe 50 cents or so. But something to keep in mind, we have a Doge, or we have a God candle right here, which is a big green candle, a big impulsive buy candle. Those God candles are very good, but they do leave untapped areas that do need to get recognized, and price does that. We just don't know when. So what I mean is, this area we haven't come back to, where we have a break, a retest, break, retest. It just bypassed this whole area, and now we're sitting up top. Typically, price comes back down here, and it'll come back down here. I don't know when it will, but it normally does. Nothing goes untapped. So just something to keep in mind of this area, which is around like 20 cents or so. That's a key level that will get tapped, I'm pretty sure. Chainlink, we are still holding Chainlink. Chainlink's also looking good. Looks like there's some life here in Chainlink. Again, it's at a key level resistance. Good levels, or good accumulation levels here that I did note out. And again, sweeping that July 2024 high. I would like for price to just stay in this box. I really don't want us to come back down into the accumulation phase. I want to see us stay in this boxed area and then bounce. So I want to see us get out of this accumulation phase and then stay in here and bounce. MATIC finally looks like it's bottomed out, hopefully. Okay. I did place my tweet on this chart here. right here because we were buying. I do like my levels with MATIC in terms of the price levels that I bought because they were pretty low. So we did buy here, and then I did even use this candle to buy, and I said I bought more MATIC at this level. I'm either mentally ill or a genius. So we'll see how that goes, but looks good. MATIC does look good. And then XLM looks nice as well. And it's like these long-standing like dinosaur coins like XLM, Algorand. They're starting to wake up here that I see. And as you can see, this is a very nice chart on XLM or Stellar. So again, a breakdown and a break, I should say, of the downtrend here. Price stabilized where it didn't collapse. Price is stabilized here. And then we get a nice bullish push up, and it's cleared this level of resistance. And so what I'm looking for is a retest potentially at 10 cents or so, and then let's get the next leg up here. But all in all, very good moves by Stellar. And then I did get into this position with Curve. So Curve Finance, Curve Dow token, I should say. This chart just looked fantastic. It reminded me of XLM right here with no bullish pressure. So very, very similar. Break of the downtrend, price stabilization right here as the bottom. And I just started buying around this area. I think it was around like 27 cents or so. It was right here. Okay. And those are the trades that I have currently. A couple things that have been going on in the crypto market that I think you should look at and keep in mind. The meme coins are coming, and I think retail's coming as well. So very, very quickly for you guys. Let's see. Where's that post? So this post I just found out. If you look here, I screenshotted this and sent out. So Coinbase, you can tell when the normies and retail's coming back into crypto because Coinbase normally breaks the top 10 for all free top apps in the App Store. It just did that right now. So we haven't hit 100K for Bitcoin. And so just something to keep in mind that retail is coming back in the fold. So we will be getting more money in there. Typically, though, when retail comes in, that's when things really get crazy, and the cycle normally ends with retail normally holding the bag. So something to keep in mind there. Okay. Also, memes. Coinbase listed not only Dog with Hat, but also PEPE, two meme coins that have garnered great communities and just fantastic traction, have been listed by Coinbase, and ironically they made the top 10 for all apps all in the same day. Very ironic. That's all I'm going to say. Another thing with Coinbase that they delivered on this week was Coin 50. I thought this was very interesting. I like this actually. And it's an index. It's probably one of the first crypto indexes I'm aware of that's on the market. And you can actually trade perpetual contracts within Coinbase on this. But it's an index of 50 coins, very similar to the S&P 500 that we just spoke about. But these are all the coins that it has. So it has some of the coins that I love, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink is on there. Polygon is on there. Graph is on there. And then it does even have meme coins. It has Bonk on there. It has Doge on there. So a very good concept here. It even has Curve. It's very cool. So I think this is very good because it just provides more exposure. Plus it gives people that maybe don't want to keep trading spot or trade a lot of like single tokens, they can just make it easy. And my thought is they may have this index just as like a spot offering later, but we'll see. But I think this is a good move by Coinbase, 100%. And with that being said, guys, I think that is it. As always, if you find these videos helpful, feel free to like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. And then, as always, if you want to support the channel, if you don't have a Coinbase account, or if you do, feel free to use the link here, sign up, even if you have an account, and I'll earn 40% of your trading fees that Coinbase charges to you when you trade. So you literally don't have to open your wallet up for me. You can just use this link and support the channel. But as always, guys, thank you and happy trading.